welcome to our podcast, A Cup Full of Confessions. I'm your host, Jen.
And I'm your co-host, Tree. And today we will be talking about the dating pool.
It has pee in it. But, of course, you know that we are sipping, and we are sipping on
our Luc Belaire Rosé.
Yay! So,
just to give you a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this is a bottle that everybody wants to order in the club, which we don't go to anymore.
Right. We graduated.
Right, we graduated. So maybe a swanky lounge or something like that, right? But no club. But anyway, so we all know Belaire Rosé from Rick Ross. He is partial owner, investor in this brand. But yes, so this is the Belaire Rosé. Nice and chill for us.
I'm feeling I love that.
The little aesthetic, right? Oh, the box?
Yeah.
So, you know, when during the holidays, you can get nice things.
Yeah, so definitely looking forward. And I think sometimes just, you may not even know a drink yet, but just, like you said, the aesthetics of it, it's like, I gotta try that.
Right.
You know, like you feel.
It pulls you in.
Right.
So then somebody who's doing their job on the marketing team.
Right, absolutely. So definitely having it for a nice chill day, or, you know.
And here we go again with the champagne.
Right.
You know.
So last time we had a little accident.
We did, and I think I was behind the bottle poppage. Okay, so I don't even really know how this goes, and I'm a bartender. I have a bartender license. Okay. I'm so nervous. Like, I'm really nervous. Okay, so I know. Oh, it's coming out fast, too. It came out a lot. I didn't let it go. I have a hole in my ceiling. That's how you supposed to do it. We popping bottles over here, okay? Like it was so easy, right? Oh, I'm supposed to do yours first. I'm going to slide this one to you because that was rude of me. I did it on purpose. Hold on, let me give you some more.
So speaking of this, I wonder what kind of drink we'll have for our spa time.
Right, yes.
Yeah, so we have an upcoming spa date. It's always good to have like a girl's day out. Like, it's much needed.
Oh, Lord.
That's a part of your self-care and just, you know, kicking it with your girl.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to our spa date.
I am too. So it's a new spot locally. It's fabulous. Let's see. She let me pick it out because she's treating me, which is awesome. She's a great friend, okay? I hope y'all have a great friend like that in your arsenal, repertoire, friend group, whatever. I don't really have a friend group. She's my friend group. But, yeah, so we're going to do the spa, we're going to do massage, and they have all these little treats. So when you find a massage place, you can't just go anywhere. You know, some places they just have where you walk in, you get checked in, and they take you to a little room. It has the little basic they have the basic table you lay down on, you get changed in the room. We don't do those type of spas.
Right, it's an experience.
It's a whole experience. So you have to be ready to do the little sauna. Well, let me start first. So normally you check in, right? You do the you get your robe, you get your slippers, and then you can go around and enjoy the amenities that the spa has available for you. So a lot of times when we select a place to go, we select it based on the amenities and the ambiance, right? And then, so we haven't been to this place before, but in the area where it is, it's a lot of nice restaurants. So we'll definitely incorporate lunch.
I was going to say, so I'm feeling lunch afterwards.
Absolutely. And then just to be pampered and, you know, just take your mind off life for a minute.
So make sure you're getting your spa time in, whether it's by yourself, but make sure you know, have your friend, your girl with you sometimes.
That's right, because I've been by myself before.
Oh, yeah. So it goes both ways.
We've been as a group before.
Right.
We had couples spa day.
Couples, right, yep.
We've done the friend thing before. So yeah, you have a lot of options. Yeah. I had a flashback of my couple spa experience. It wasn't. Don't go with any lame people because it's a lot of money. Like if you go to a nice one, you're gonna spend some money on it, and you want to make sure the whole experience is like
it's worth it.
I call myself Zen Jen, so hashtag Zen Jen. That's the mood. Okay. So anyway, we have the Belaire Rosé. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
I tried to hone in on her eye contact, but she wasn't trying to do it this time.
I was looking at you.
You were? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yes, we're sipping, we're confessing. Join us on set. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our podcast, A Cup Full of Confessions. I'm your host, Jen.
And I'm your co-host, Tree. And we're talking about the dating pool, and it has pee in it.
Oh, my God. It does. But, yes, we have our drinks over here. So, we have our Luc Belaire Rosé. Who doesn't love a good glass of rosé, right?
All the time.
So, it's good. It's the bubbly. We love champagne. I love champagne.
Absolutely.
Next after champagne is probably bourbon or cognac for me, right? Yeah, because we like to sit on the rocks, nothing too fruity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't do fruity.
No, we just chill like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're sipping. We have our flute glasses. The last time we did champagne, we had the coupe glasses.
Right.
Yep. So we switched it up this time, but we're chilling. You got your D&G slides on.
Yes, girl. Comfy.
Nice and comfy.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Dolce & Gabbana. Hit us up and let us know how we can work together. But anyway, jumping right into it. So the dating pool, right?
Let's talk about it.
The dating pool is completely different than how it was back in the day.
Absolutely.
She's not in the dating pool right now. I'm in the dating pool, and I'll say I'm in it, but I'm not even looking right now. I have had my stints of being tied to someone where I've had the opportunity to experience what this new age dating pool is all about. But yeah, so I'm not really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? The experience that you had the last time you dated, I know is completely different than how things are now because social media just changed everything. We'll talk about that in a second. But what's your experience about dating, from, I was about to say back in the day. I ain't gonna do her like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a minute for me because, so it's completely different. I feel like now, I feel like you were able to build that relationship and, be homies and so forth to, okay, now we're talking. It's different,
Mm-hmm.
But now I feel like people they don't put the work in to build that friendship first. It's all about okay.
Jumping right into it,
right? So I feel like
are you talking about me?
No, but it's just really as far as especially younger people, they're really not building that friendship. So it's just like they're in and then out,
Right.
So it's just really getting to know each other.
They're not investing the time to know who this individual is.
Yes. And actually dating.
Why does this keep happening? Okay.
But actually dating, so dating, getting to know each other.
Oh, courting.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what it was back in,
We ain't that old, but
but
we
it's you said that now. Kids are
courting.
What is that?
The basketball court?
So that's how, it's just getting to know each other is a little different now. I feel like the getting to know each other now is more advanced because of social media. So everything now is tied to social media.
It really is. My experience from how it used to be compared to how it is now, oh man, it was more in your face and personal. You'd be driving down the street and you're on the road and somebody pulls up at the light and they're trying to get you to roll your window down or whatever. And you know, you holler at people that way. I remember even when I was young and I used to walk up the street to go to the store or something, guys would be like driving by like, yo, like, and they would stop, turn around and holler at me or whatever. Or you're at the mall with your homegirls and, you know, you pass a group of guys and they stop and they chat you up. You know what I'm saying? All of these different opportunities, even going to the club. And I don't go to the club anymore, so I don't even know how that vibe is. I would assume people still holler at each other when they're out and about or whatever. But going to the club, like I met guys that way. I wasn't in the business of taking nobody home after the club. Yeah. But this is something that you got to invest in. You know what I'm saying? Like you just not getting the cookies that easy now. But yeah, all of those different opportunities, it gave way for you to build something up with people. And at the same time, because I know other women, not everybody even moves the same way we move. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are more apt to connect with somebody immediately and then just take it to the next level,
giving it up on day one.
Right.
Know, like,
I mean, I ain't gonna front. I done had a one night stand or two before. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front, but it ain't the norm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like we're not really probably building a relationship from this. It's just you doing it, that's just we having fun, you know? But not like, okay, this is somebody I'm really gonna be with, you know?
That's right.
So yeah.
And then, so my experience from dating back in the day, like, I was just talking to somebody about this on the phone. And this, I want to say back in the day, but this restaurant hasn't even been around a very long time. So there's this swanky restaurant close to where we're going to the spa.
Okay.
And when I was single, after I had got out of a long-term relationship, I would date someone, I would go out on a date with someone. And I was going to this one restaurant. I would go out on a date with somebody one time. And I would ask them hot seat questions that I wanted them to feel uncomfortable with. And basically be like, oh, you know, basically shut it down. Like, I don't want to talk to her. It didn't never really go in that direction. So everybody wanted to press on. So it kind of left me with the power to say whether I wanted to continue to go on a date with them or not. And you know what? Let me say this because I'm such a nice person. If any of those guys watch this podcast, please don't be offended. That's just where I was in life at that time. But anyway, I was going there so frequently on a weekly. At one point in my life, back in the day, when I was dating, I would go on 2 dates a week.
Okay.
I would go on a date during the week, normally like a Thursday, and then I would go on a date on like a Friday or Saturday. Consistently. When I think about that time, you see how much I'm smiling? I was like, bitch, you was bossing up. Okay? Who are you? I never do anything now, y'all. I stay at home all the time. But, I went to this particular restaurant. It was my favorite restaurant at the time. I went there. I'm never wearing these earrings with these braids again. I went there to this restaurant. Now, this one gets stuck. I went to this restaurant so much, the servers knew me. And they'll walk up to the table and they're like, the reaction was like, what are you doing here? And I just ordered like I hadn't seen them in a very long time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, girl, like that's something that a guy would do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't look at it like, oh, you a player or anything like that. It was just like, this is my favorite restaurant. This is where we're going to eat. Boom, this is what it is now. And I did that recently, honestly. Fast forward to the future. And it was a very expensive restaurant. Oh, God, we got to talk about the dating. You remember the list that I don't even know if you know, because she's not on social media hardly ever. I don't know if you saw the list about like, it was like maybe 20 places that women said, do not take me on a first date. Did you see that list?
Oh, I saw, I think it was the cheesecake.
Yeah, I think that was number one or something like that.
That's all I saw.
So we'll touch on it. But this spot that I just went to recently, because of course you elevate as time goes by, right?
Absolutely.
So back then, the time I was talking about going on a date twice a week, yeah, cheesecake was acceptable.
Right.
I think that was like late 90s, early 2000s. Cheesecake was like a little fancy. Not now.
Right.
Cheesecake is like Applebee's. And that's no offense to anybody. But I don't even go to cheesecake by myself. Because I go out to eat by myself quite often. but I'm not going there by myself, so I'm definitely not going there on the first date.
Right.
And normally guys that I go on a first date with, they tell me to pick the place anyway. And normally the guys that I go on a date with, their taste with fine dining or dining is going to be comparable to mine anyway.
Right.
Or I'm not even going to be wasting my time with a date. She can't comment too much because she bowled up. She's married and has been her whole life.
Right.
She got married when she got out of Pampers.
Right. Oh, 21, yeah.
That's when you got married at 21? How many years has it been?
16.
That's a long time.
16.
Yay! Everybody, kudos to Tree for being married for 16 years. It's Black love. We love that. We love that
like
for you.
We've been through so many challenges, but we're still standing strong.
We love that for you.
Yeah,
I love that for you.
We didn't have a perfect or easy marriage because we definitely have not, but it's possible. So yeah, I tell anybody like you're gonna go through stuff, but you know, you still have to. Talking about the dating pool, of course, we still have to date,
right?
You know, so I still can, you know.
So what does that look like?
As far as us dating. You know, it's the, you know, going out, surprising each other for a night out or, you know, having a weekend getaway, having little gifts for each other, you know, at
That's
home.
That's when it's
just
top notch,
right? It's always like, I mean, it can just be a random day and you come home to something, you know, so something you weren't even expecting. So it's like, you know, like, it puts that smile on your face and lets you know, like, you know, oh, like, this happened or whatever.
That's cute.
So you just can't get in it and just like nothing, like, okay, we married, we good. Like, no, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
You know, so you still have to date each other and, you know, give each other compliments and keep each other motivated. And, you know, it's a career.
It's an investment.
Absolutely. You got to put the work in.
I was thinking about one of the ladies from Housewives of Potomac. She said she described her marriage as I think I might be saying the wrong word, but she said it like a corporation or something like that.
Okay.
And the other ladies tried to play her, but I was like, I thought about it and I was like, it really is.
Absolutely.
It really is, because you have the love part, you have the sex, of course,
right.
You have the dating part, you have the family part,
business,
building, spirituality, right?
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's not just like, oh, we together, that's it. Like, no.
And I want to say, out of everybody on the show, she's been married the longest.
Wow.
So she gets it. You know what I'm saying? They might need to take note. I can't remember what her name is right now, but she goes by the Grand Dame. Do you watch that show?
Mm-hmm. I'm bad. Like,
she's never on Facebook. She's never on social media.
We had a whole subject earlier, a topic, and I'm like, I'm not even aware of what's going on. So yeah, I
had to educate her on
another situation. But anyway, it's just I'll be in another world.
So dating back in the day, I was talking about when I used to go out on dates, and I would do it very frequently, but it was like no pressure. I would enjoy myself. I remember I was reading. I read a lot, and probably in my 20s, I read a lot of magazines. I would read articles, you know, what comes in magazine. So my thing was Glamour and Cosmopolitan magazines, Cosmo. So I remember I was reading Cosmo. I believe it was Cosmo. That was my favorite between the two. And the article was about like 5 or 10 questions you never ask a guy on the first date. And I read them and it was like, never ask about getting married, never ask about them wanting kids, you know, those type of questions. And I was like, what? Right. And it was like, game on. So I made it my business. Every time I would go on a date, I would ask those questions. Yeah. And it's funny that I say that because, okay, so fast forward. Since I've been dating now, I'll tell her when I'm going to meet somebody for a date. And she's always like, Jen, take it slow. Yeah. And I'm just like, I'm not used to doing that only because I don't want to sound rebellious, but I'm used to doing that. But that's not the dating scene now.
Right. And I'm just like, I want you to really get to know this person. And even if it's going to get that far, like, I don't want your feelings and stuff getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I mean, it can easily be done. And then, you know, People just, you know how people are.
Yeah.
So what would you, how do you feel as far as dating now compared to like when you were in your 20s? Like what's something that your younger self would tell, or your older self now would tell your younger self, like when you were dating? So it's like, what have you learned, I guess?
Let me think about this for just a moment, because I want the answer to be valid.
Yeah, intentional.
I would tell my younger self, when you recognize a red flag, don't dismiss the red flag.
Right.
Don't dismiss any red flags. Don't dismiss any red flags.